Somos una sociedad...
Continúe informándose.
Solo en el margen estamos
Coast of South America comes nature's most terrible manifestation. 3 minutes of havoc so fearful as to make the destructive power of modern warfare seem like a nursery game with tin soldiers. In those 3 minutes there was a terrifying rumble. Buildings began to sway and shiver. The earth split open and swallowed whole villages. When those 3 minutes were over, 30,000 people have been crushed to death. More than 50,000 are terribly injured. At the center of the quake in the town of Chile, only...
Time since he took office, President Truman receives the head of a fellow American government. Secretary Burns does the honors as Juan Antonio Rios, President of the Republic of Chile, is welcomed on the north portico of the White House. President Rios's visit is a strong tribute to the solidarity of the nations of the Americas.
Chile's new president, Carlos Ibáñez del Campo, is inaugurated in Santiago with traditional pageantry. Representatives of 50 nations and President Videla, at right, see Ibáñez receive the presidential sash. Mrs. Franklin D. Roosevelt steps forward to congratulate the new president. Later in his military uniform, the 75-year-old Ibáñez, elected last September, waves to crowds on his way to review detachments of Chile's armed forces. Then the huge throng hears him pledge complete cooperation with the United States. Chile is a strong link.
Chile pays the terrible human price it costs for the earth itself to change its form suddenly. Rent by a series of shattering earthquakes, the land and its dwellings are crumbled and cracked. A sanctuary remains where a house of worship was partially spared, and a woman prays for lost family and friends. Nearly 5,000 are dead or missing in the disaster. Safe drinking water becomes a precious commodity for the survivors. The dangers of infection, of hunger and cold are critical for those left alive in the hardest hit cities. Foreign countries help the Chilean government with emergency supplies. The United States sends medicines, food and clothing, in addition to doctors, nurses, and...